What's going on? Uh, it's like this. Trust not in oppression. You know what I'm saying? Like people these days, they really don't realize how much they trust in oppression and promote oppression. And it's all under the guise of being a good citizen or a good follower of whatever status cult branch you follow. You know what I'm saying? See, the big trick is to trick you into thinking statism is Christianity and hammering you in between two opinions. You know what I'm saying? Wedging you in between two opinions. It's basically there's good parameters to stay in. There's a bad parameter that they try to wedge you into. I mean, that parameter thing works, but that's the bad way it works there. And trusting in oppression is things like is like uh, you know, having armed people sent against different people for whatever reason. I mean, and then all these ways to intervene and micromanage and use covert aggression in your life and fear, scare tactics, like Huxley stated that terrorism is actually terrorism is the club that comes from it's basically the people who pimp people, like China suicide nets. It's like if the people stop working, well, these people have so much money they can pay all these jobless people to go beat the people in the head with the clubs to keep working, or they can go and intimidate someone else to refill the position there, and eventually, see, rich people hate to pay their employees. Really, it's like they always feel as if you're stealing from them, and you're just a little peon. You're. It's like, look, you're less than nothing to these people. Like literally, that's really how it works. Like you can love money so much that you actually hate to pay people, and that's another form of oppression. And we are in a sophisticated form of slavery and oppression. You can look into word magic, corporatism, a maritime amnesty law, the law of the sea, Black's Law Book, all great terminology. And here's another thing. This scripture's been popping in my head, dude. It says, "Be ye wise as serpents, but yet ye be harmless as doves." You know what I'm saying? It's like one who has their love, man, like a dove. And you know what I'm saying? You couldn't bear to live without it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's gonna stop the evil from overpowering us. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm not out the woods yet. I'm not out the water. I'm not over the waters yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I still have my ford to cross. You know what I'm saying? Basically, but same thing. It's like because I'm so knowledgeable about the devil's things that people are gonna accuse me of being a kundalini, a python spirit, which I can't blame them for that, because if you know the enemy's tactics that good, you must be the devil, right, himself. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the tricks they use. See, but if they really look at you and they see, like, wait a second, man, that's all the show. He's harmless as a dove. But look, I could see how you could go babe shit and utilize your snakery. But I mean, that's the only way. Look, that's the only time in the Bible being a serpent is a good thing. And it also says that God has given us all authority and power over all the things they can do. They're dark things, we can do them too, but by God. We don't have to fake no magicianry, no calling on the demons. You know what I'm saying? No blood sacrifices, no circles of salt, shit like that. Look, it's just, it's like, it's just crazy. And I could see, it's like people are so scared. And it's because the Bible says, watch, reconfirm these things. Go find out for yourself. Don't take no one's word for it. You can trust in God, but in case you don't, you can go and look for a flaw somewhere, flawlessly executed. Even all the connivery and the sabotage and the manipulation that they really, the freaking indoctrination they try to smash us with. Hey, only God could, through the midst of this barrage, this blitzkrieg lightning attack of the state actors, and all this drills and false flag conniveries. Only with God could you actually. What it is you'll get an unction. You'll have to follow up your unctions, and God will confirm them. This is what I'm realizing now. It's like many things that I've stated are being confirmed now. And I was just kind of out there using my deduction skills. Like this one dude, one time this guy said to me, "No shit, Sherlock." You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like when you make redundant points. Like, like when you're doing criminal acts and you're like, man, the cops are after us. No shit, Sherlocks. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like situation there too. But here's the thing: not everyone who's a criminal is a bad guy. The Christians were considered the scum of the earth, cretins, villains, bad guys. So sometimes I say it as a joke that I identify with the villain, because I know in a forward society, it's like the further society drifts away from the truth, it will hate those who speak it. You know what I'm saying? In a time of what is it? Universal deceit. Just to speak the truth becomes a revolutionary act. Like, really, what I see myself as more like a counter-revolutionary political refugee in occupied territory. And that's exactly how God says we should be on this earth, is like an alien. Not like an alien from space, but like someone who came to a land and is a foreigner. And it's not your final destination. It's like you're passing through, you're learning what you need to learn to take with you on to the hereafter. In a nutshell. And the things that the devil has stolen, God's given back to the church, the information, and it's going to come back clean, without the manipulation, without the deception. It had to go through the filters first. God had to put his people on it. And he also had to let all these people get swept up in the trick, so that once they are aware of the trick they're under, it's that much easier to snap out. But it's like, in a way, he lets you get entangled up with this dang white snake, only to set you free from it. And then he's like, now, do you know how to fight this thing? And it's like, he's like, he goes away. And look, it feels like you're alone, but you're not. You're just being graded on your performances in situations. You know what I'm saying? We don't, who's awesome all the time. Everyone has a moment where they're down, off moment, just waking up, feel like crap. Someone said something, you got something on your mind. Something bad's happening, you're worried. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I've been under this spirit of worry and anxiety, and just it's like, look, no one really freaking cares. They really downplay my anxieties, my fears, my problems. You know what I'm saying? They look, life will go on. They're not going to really feel bad for me if I'm in jail tomorrow and for 3 months. Look, no one's really worried about it but me. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. It's like, yeah, I'd like to see those. I love to see people. See, when people are under pressure, you see who your friends really are, and who's just, it's like they don't have the energy to fake it anymore. So the realness starts coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. I've always been freaking super non-trusting of the government, of the cops, of the system. It's fucking corrupt. Look, I trust not in oppression. I trust the oppressor to oppress, to rob, to steal. And it also says this, that the heathens take each other before the courts, not the Christians. So I hate how they flip, where they don't exercise their wise as serpent type of a power, because it's like, look, how do I know so much about the devil, man? Well, this is his world. And it's like, when you become wise, it's like, the difference is, when a person is a serpent, subtly they set you up for some kind of freaking failure where you really get hurt. The difference is me. It might look like I'm trying to hurt you, but I'm not. I'm trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying not to hurt you in the process of helping you. And people don't they take no merit in that. They don't see the true intentions there. You know what I'm saying? They have scales over their eyes still, and it blinds them to really what's. And look, I've been there before. I've been there when I had to flee in one of those 7 directions when someone came at me with something real. You know, I had to run from it, and like I said, as in Jonah, that he tried to run away, but actually God made it in such a way, like, even if you run away, you're only running to your problem anyway. And it's a trick. You know what I'm saying? But it's better to not have to do it like Jonah did. Instead, just be like, all right, fine, I accept it. And what do you need me to say? Where do you need me to be? What do you need me to do? Help me, lead me, guide me. Stop letting my anxieties get the best of me. You know what I'm saying? Because, there's a chance, I might not go to jail at all. So all my fears and worries have been for nothing anyway. And then, it would almost justify the people's making light of it. But, you know what I'm saying? It's like, like, look, really, that's really the way it feels. It's like, man, I'm on my own with this one. And no one's going to help me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they won't even comfort me. Really, they just it's like giving advice to Lazarus when it's like, wait a second, man. Look, this isn't medicine. You know what I'm saying? This is actually you're putting more worry in. You're. It's like, look, I can't carry this burden, and then they throw a boulder on top of the burden. You know what I'm saying? Like here you go. This will help. This will help you get your balance. This will make you stronger. Hold this boulder on top of this thing that is you're about to buckle.